Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Creepy and Paranormal Show. I hope that you have all been keeping well and looking after yourselves and not letting the miserable day to day things get to you or get you down. Anyways, we are back for a full length episode, and it is inspired from morbidology, and it is basically the sad story about Katelyn Nicole Davis, who took her own life via suicide. Pretty sad story to cover, especially that's experienced suicide in my family. So it was a little close to home, but nonetheless, it was a good story to cover. And hopefully, there's some lessons you can take out of this one. But that's it. Get your cool drink, get your chips ready, sit back, relax, and I hope that you enjoy the show. Cue the intro. Look behind you. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Homeground Coffee as well as Invoice Cloud. If you don't know anything about them, best you head over to Facebook or the social media pages, find out who they are and go and support them because they have been supporting my show, and I think they deserve all the love. Right, let's jump straight into it. One more important thing before we start this episode, I just wanted to put out a warning that this does contain talk about suicide and depressive thoughts. If this is something you are currently going through or suffering from, please just know that it is okay. There are many avenues that you can seek help out from. I will drop the link below. In the meantime, you can head over to the rappyroot.com/article/suicide hotlines and crisis lines in South Africa. There is a nice list on there that gives you a good couple of contact places for in South Africa that you can chat to about suicide and depression. If you're not in South Africa and you're listening to my show from across the world, please just jump onto Google, hit suicide hotline in your area, and you will find places that you can contact. So like I said, this is just a little trigger warning for those that are suffering from thoughts like that. Please listen to the show with caution and just know that it serves as a purpose that to let you know that there is another way, and talking about it should always come first before action. So guys, let's get into it. On the 30th of December 2016, 12-year-old Katelyn Nicole Davis from Cedartown, Georgia, hung herself in her garden. The tormented young girl live-streamed the heartbreaking event, and after the footage went viral, the police were completely powerless to take it down. Now, in the first half of the 42-minute video, Katelyn reveals to her viewers that she had been sexually abused by a family member. She can be seen in her front yard tying a rope around a tree branch. Now, the sadness on her face is evident as she states, "I am sorry that I am not pretty enough. I'm sorry for everything. I'm really, truly sorry. But I can't do this." Katelyn then ties the rope around her neck, says goodbye to her friends and family, and then kicks a bucket from underneath her feet. The footage doesn't end when her life ends, however. It continues for another 20 minutes, and at the end, a woman shouts her name off camera. And by the time police finally arrived, it was much too late. Katelyn was pronounced dead at Polk Medical Center's emergency unit. Everybody has their own morning routines, but on the top of my list is coffee. Strong, hot black coffee. I physically can't start the day without a cup. However, sometimes life gets in the way and you're forced to buy a cup of coffee while on the road. And if you're like me, you struggle to find one that tastes good and is affordable. Well, now there is a one-stop solution for you. Homeground Coffee. The name is brilliant and so is the service. Situated at Benoni Northern Sports Ground,
It's a nice central point for your morning commute. And why not get a delicious muffin or pie to go along with it? Homegrown coffee is the perfect go-to, and I advise you strongly to give them a try. When you do, let them know that I sent you. Find them on Facebook at Homegrown Coffee as well as Instagram. That's Homegrown Coffee, HOMEGROUND.
Before Katelyn had even been buried, the video depicting her suicide had been shared all across the internet. There were calls from the public for the video to be removed, but Polk County Police Chief Kenny Dodd would state, "We want it down as much as anyone for the family, and it may be for other kids." He said that they had contacted various websites that had uploaded the video and requested they remove it, but when informed that they didn't need to remove the video by law, they simply denied the request. "But it's just the common decent thing to do, in my opinion," he said. That is a big fucking red flag right there. The fact that that is not in law is, number one, ridiculous, and number two, just very insensitive to the poor family, as well as other innocent people that are being, what's the word I'm looking for? They are being exposed to this video of this young girl taking her life. It's just completely disgusting, and it's got no place in the public domain. Yes, we wouldn't know about this case if it wasn't out there, but the truth of the matter is it's out there, and the fact that the police can't act on it because there is no law preventing it is fucking disgusting, to say the least. Now, charities would also go on to ask for the video to be removed, and a spokesperson for the NSPCC said, "These videos must be taken down immediately, and we are pressing social media sites to get this as soon as possible." In this instance, warnings of graphic content do not go far enough. There was a collective fear that impressionable and depressed children and teenagers could stumble across the video, which would be very triggering. And that is exactly the point I'm saying. Like, exposing this to people that are probably thinking about committing suicide or down in the dumps and feeling depressed, that is the wrong shit for them to see. I always say that social media is completely portraying and spreading all negative and sad, depressive information when they could be sharing a bit of love at the end of the day. So something like this is really, really sad. Now, just days before ending her life, Katelyn detailed the abuse she had suffered on her YouTube channel, where she went by the name It's Dolly. She told her viewers that she had been beaten with a studded belt and that she had been sexually abused. In one video, she reports that she was neglected by her father and was physically and sexually abused by her stepfather. In one video, Katelyn gets into an argument with her mother, who just shrugs everything she says off. Her mother would verbally abuse her daughter on camera and threaten to whip her ass. In another video, Katelyn mentioned that her stepfather even encouraged her to commit suicide. "He told me I should go hang myself because I was worthless." She often spoke about being bullied at school and was a victim of catfishing. Today's sponsor is called Invoice Cloud. Now, this is really awesome if you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, or even a freelancer. You know how difficult it is to manage and then create those invoices for your customers. But with Invoice Cloud, you have everything you need to create simple, professional estimates on the fly. It's easy to use and understand, and getting rid of all the nonsense so you can have more time to do what matters most, which is to grow your business. Invoice Cloud allows you to add your company details, logo, customer information, as well as products, making it a breeze to send estimates to your clients anytime, anywhere. Now, if you want to start your free 7-day trial and get invoicing in just under 5 minutes, all you need to do is head over to invoicecloud.co.za and boom, you are sorted. That's invoicecloud.co.za. To say that Katelyn lived a hard life is an understatement. Investigators would state that they were going to be investigating Katelyn's claims of abuse. However, nothing ever came of the investigation. Katelyn did, however, post other videos. She was very active as a YouTuber and would offer insight into her life. She sometimes sang on camera and even cracked jokes. She appeared to be the main carer for her siblings. In one video, she warns them not to wake their mother up. In some videos, she even tries to reach out to other kids with depression who may have been feeling like she felt. In a way, it seemed as though she was looking for somebody just to relate to, somebody that could understand how she felt. She posted videos urging people not to make fun of others and showed that she had a deep compassion for other people. You could say that her videos showed that she was just crying out for help, but nobody listened. They show a compassionate and intelligent young girl that would have excelled in life had she been given a chance. So that is Katelyn Nicole Davis' story. Very short one, hard to find a lot of information about her online. Obviously, she's got her YouTube channel where you can go and look at it and watch some of her videos and streams. I know there was a couple of YouTube channels that started up in support of Katelyn, as well as keeping her memory alive. It's just a really sad story. Like I said, it was just one that hit close to home and just makes you really wonder what people are going through, because obviously with depression, not a lot of people talk about it. I read some statistic the other day about how high the number is that people don't talk about what they are going through, and this causes more heartache, depression, and potentially leading them to commit self-harm or suicide. So yeah, my closing message is please seek help. You might think it's the way out, but there's always those that love you. Even though you don't feel that love, sometimes they do love you, and it's just not the way to go. So please rather just reach out for help. I did mention earlier on in the episode of a great website. Like I say, I'll copy the link of that website and post it in the description box below. And yeah, guys, if you know of someone that's going through something, reach out, just chat to them, be an ear for them. That's the most important thing you can do. And if it gets any more serious, then maybe contact their friends or family, just so that they can get some help. But yeah, thank you for tuning into today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it some sort. Saying enjoying sounds weird when talking about suicide, but I hope you did enjoy the content, and hopefully there's a bigger message in there for you. But take care, look after yourselves. Yeah, don't forget, when you go to bed tonight, look underneath your bed.